Hello, everybody. I'm Dr. Jesse Jackson III. I am the lead advisor and consultant here at the Best Man Company, LLC. Welcome. And in this series of short videos, we're talking about the process of developing championship school culture. Uh, School culture, our definition of culture in an organization or a family, it is what we believe is how we behave. Right. So how do we operate in the organization? What do we believe? Core values. What do we believe and stand on and live by? And then how do we behave and treat each other? The three pillars of culture. One is how we treat each other, the adults. Two is how we treat the clients, which is our students and families. Three is how we allow our students and families to treat us. We have found in our 20 years of practice that culture is the foundational pillar that influences everything else. What we see organizations really having errors in, they take on the initiative of what's called trouble spots in the organization. So let's say the organization's not testing well. So they put energy into testing. Now, because obviously the test scores are low, we'll have some organizations that are having problems with behavior. So now they invest in behavior. We'll have some organizations that have issues with what's another one? Had diversity issues or race issues during times of civil unrest, or there's situations within the community where the racial dynamic's bad, so they'll put energy in that. What you start to find is, ladies and gentlemen, those are symptoms. Those are symptoms. The issue is culture. So behavior is a symptom. Classroom or student management, symptom. Low test scores, symptom. Your finances are messed up, symptom of bad culture, right? So the goal is, and I'm talking to, well, this is why this is important, what I'm saying. In the next 1 to 2 years, the data is telling us that 70% of leadership positions in the business, K-12 education, they're going to turn over. Well, it's already happened since COVID. So you're talking about you're going to have a new superintendent, you're going to have a new principal. And typically, when we're going to have a lot of first-time superintendents. So it doesn't matter, and this is what we need help with. It doesn't matter how long you've been in the business. It's when you get in a new environment, it's like you're a rookie again because you got to learn how it works. You have to learn what the superintendent seat is about. You could be a 30-year educator, been in the business 30 years, but as soon as I move to that new role, I am back to rookie status. That's what people don't understand. You have to learn the job. These jobs are not the same. For example, typically to get your first administrative role, it typically means you were a really good teacher. Teaching and admin are going to be an AP. Those are two different skill sets, right? So when I go from an outstanding instructor in science or English with great test scores, and I take the step to go up to administration, I'm learning a new skill, management skills, right? That's not educator theory. That's management skills. You are not a leader because I put you in a leader title role. You have to learn this stuff, man. When you get to be an AP, typically you're a great AP, a bulldog AP who really has their boss's back, is a workhorse, and you get promoted to the principal chair, two different skill sets. They're two different skill sets. And so there has to be training. We're promoting people, the training's not there, and then we'll wonder why the person isn't doing well. And then we'll have the audacity to fire the person or send them back to the classroom because they failed in their new role because we assumed that those skills translated up. That is not how this works. And that is a culture deficit. The successful organizations that I have worked with over a 20-year run. We started in 2005. It really took like really 5 good years to get going, learn the business. This was as a person who was a part of a firm. We had to learn culture. We had to learn school culture. I was in the business since 96, teaching, coaching, worked at all levels of education. I've worked at all levels of K-12. I've worked at junior college, excuse me, university. I've worked in all parts of human service, even as far as running a pod in a maximum security juvenile facility, working for the insurance company, working for the prison system, right? I've done it all, but in every single one, you've got to learn the culture. What's the values there? What do you believe? How does this stuff work? So the thing that becomes most important, you have to understand how the entire organization works. I heard this weekend in my travels, we were working with an organization on their culture. The first group that came in, was the teachers. Now, notice what we do in our culture process. In a culture process, it includes everybody in the organization. So, what does that mean? It includes front office staff. Everybody that's in the business knows if you have rotten attitudes in that front office, it can cause problems with the community. It causes problems with the teaching staff because they don't want to go to the front office to do copies, make copies. It is a really toxic thing. So you're talking about front office, you're talking about maintenance, you're talking about food service, you're talking about bus staff, you're talking about security and law enforcement, you're talking about the teacher staff, you're talking about the support staff, you're talking about admin. Bring all those parts together is culture. Organizations typically don't know that. And so this is why often I only get the teachers because it's PLC time, right? And you do start there with the teachers, but when you're trying to fix culture, the master key is hit the entire organization, that the entire organization hears the same message, gets the same training. That's how you build and improve culture.